Hello, Internet! It's time for another Wednesday's serial. This time we're doing a Superman 701 edition. Alright, so first off, I picked this book up because I just was damn curious about where Straczynski was going with Superman with this whole walk across America thing, and I thought, you know what, it's intriguing, it's new, and Superman's always best done when someone wants to do something bizarre with the character to break the status quo, just because otherwise there's not much to it. And so I thought, what the heck? They're keeping the book at $2.99. I'm liking to reward that at this point, so give it a shot. So this entire episode revolves around Superman going through Pennsylvania, and he meets a few random people and does a lot of small things. And throughout the entire issue, starts out with people following him, mostly reporters, asking him a million stupid questions. In a lot of ways, Straczynski kind of playing on the flag that he knew that the story would be getting to begin with. You know, why aren't you flying? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Having a little fun with it, I guess, but at the same time, it just kind of came off as weak humor. There's one character in particular that asked him, why isn't flying? Is because you don't have your powers? And the guy was purposely drawn to kind of look like a Kevin Smith or kind of a fat fanboy kind of person who would make that sort of comment. People keep asking about, is Red K involved, blah blah blah. And it's just, it was so overdone that, I don't know, that right off put me on the wrong foot with this comic. And so the entire time Superman's going through and he's just dealing with the small people. I mean, he's dealing with like drug dealing or helps one guy with his car real quick, whatever. It's just real small stuff, not galactic, and that's the point. I get it. But literally this entire issue, I was waiting for a story, something to happen. It walks through. There's nothing really of consequence. And for that, I'd say unless you're really hell-bent on picking up the next Superman issue for some reason, ditch this comic. It's not worth it. The only thing that you really get out of it is a sense that Straczynski is a well-read man, because Superman keeps throwing out all these quotes. But the way he does it is he does it as kind of the pretentious prick who quotes a great man in a way that's somewhat contextual, but at the same time not completely relevant, and then just kind of walks away, which isn't the character. But at the same time, I'm reading this comic and it's an interesting idea. I mean, you have this incredibly powerful character and he's sitting there and he's just trying to be a hero to the small people, which is what this is getting at. And I feel like this could be a better story if it was a Superman anagram. I mean, Mr. Majestic or someone, but at the same time, the only reason the story works and it's because it carries the weight of it being Superman doing this. So it's kind of a catch-22. I think mostly, I mean, the story could be better if it was actually a story. This just seems like the first foot on a journey of him just wandering through, and frankly, without a little more meat to it, it just feels so out of place. And everyone questioning, I mean, literally, most of the comic is just people questioning Superman why he's doing this, and there are no answers. And if you got a little introspective to him as to him even struggling with himself to why he's doing it, just something there isn't well written, and that's what it comes down to. That being said, this is a Superman DC flagship title, and the art is solid, so hooray for that. So that's all for this episode, but hopefully I'll hit you soon with another comic review.